Hey guys, Tactical Fireman here. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to do a review here on this Mountainsmith Lumbar Tour Pack TLS. I believe it is Tour Pack TLS. Yeah. Before I forget, because I don't have any of the specs in front of me, so I'm going to try to remember. I know this is the cobalt blue, and I want to say I got this on sale, and I think it's because this may have been like maybe the 2015 model, and I have seen in stores some newer versions or newer colors of this, and the only difference that I was able to tell was the color, and also the here on the ends, the water bottle holders here seem to be a little bit different. I don't personally have any issue with these, but they did evidently, and they changed them. So anyways, we're gonna get right into it. Mountainsmith TLS Tour Pack. On the front here, it has this expandable cordage that you can kind of stick something in there if you wanted a shirt or rain jacket or whatever, and cinch it down with this thing here. I haven't used that yet. I did use this. I've only had it for 2 weeks, and I did do some hiking with it, and I like it. And another nice feature, it's a waist pack. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. It's a waist pack, and you can see here, it has the buckles, and you just tighten it up however you see fit, whatever fits you, and it has these little keepers with the Mountainsmith emblem on it to keep these straps out of your way. They're not dangling around. So buckle around your waist. Up here on each side, it has these expandable, like little mesh pockets. You can put like a Cliff Bar or whatever it is you would put in here. You don't have a whole lot of room. I guess that's 5 inches, 6 inches at most at this end, and it kind of tapers up maybe 3 inches up here. So you can get a Cliff Bar, a small cell phone or something, but I don't know if I would trust a cell phone there. It might bounce out if you're hiking or something. I'll tell you, the issue that I had with this thing before I bought it was this is a waist pack, so you kind of wear it like a fanny pack. It goes up against your back, lower back, and I thought it was kind of big for that. And my first thought was that this thing, would slap up against your back when you're walking. And Mountainsmith thought about that with these straps right here and down here. So you fit the belt to go around your waist, and then you cinch in the bottom, and that pulls in the bottom, and then you pull in these retention straps right here, and it pulls the top of this thing up really snug to your lower back there. It keeps this thing from flapping around. Here you have the expandable water pockets. I don't have anything in that side. I usually keep my Olight flashlight in there, but I don't have it in there right now. Then here, I just have a bottle of water. Usually I would carry like a Camelback size bottle, not this, but that's what I have in there right now. Now also on the front, this does not have like MOLLE on the front, the strapping, but it does have 2 little straps right there, and it does not MOLLE at all, but I was able to, and this, I don't know if you can tell the back of this thing, I just did it for the sake of this video to show that some things that do have MOLLE attachments on the back, you can connect to this. And I was only able to get one side in because there's not enough room for both of them to go in, but it'll work, and it's solid on there. And I just put this my DPX Hest fixed blade knife in there, and I just got that there just for the purpose of this video. I might keep it on there, I don't know. Anyways, just to show you how that fits on there. The zipper pulls on here are excellent. They're bright yellow, so in the low light conditions you'll see those. They have these huge rubber ends on them, which makes it really easy to feel, and it's almost impossible to miss these if you go to grab it. If you need something in a hurry or whatever, you're not going to miss these. Even if you got gloves on, you'll be able to grab these things. It does have very nice large YKK zippers. I try, if I buy something that has zippers, YKK is the way to go. You know, some people may say it don't really matter, but it does. I've bought some things before that had cheap zippers on it. One thing in particular was probably the first versions of LA Police Gear tactical pants. They had some sort of kind of crappy zippers on them, and the zipper would bust open from the bottom. And of course, you know how that works. Trying to re-zip it, it doesn't work well. So I don't know if they've changed them, but the LA Police Gear, if you haven't, you need to. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I have in here. I did some hiking recently. I got my Garmin GPS watch. I also have my Garmin Oregon 450 GPS. My Right in the Rain fire investigation field notes pad. I'm an arson investigator, fire marshal. Funny to mention that, and then next thing I got is a lighter. I have a Lansky Sharpener. Yeah, I know a lot of haters on things like this, but if you're out in the field, or you're out hunting or doing something, sometimes you just need to touch up your blade. These are great for that, especially to me, this ceramic portion right here, and this also, if you need to catch your serrated edges, whatever. Sometimes I use them, most of the time I don't hate on me, okay? It is what it is. I'm just trying to show you, how much stuff will fit in here. And this thing is not full. Chapstick, Burt's Bees. Does have a little, I'll lean it forward a little bit, little key hook here so you can put your keys on there. One thing that I would probably change about this is it doesn't have a lot of packs on the inside material there. It'll have little pockets for different things, pins or just stuff like that, and this does not have that at all. So everything you throw in there basically is just going to the bottom. Now this section is backed and the material is black, and then of course blue on the outside. It has the red little key ring there. Then when we open up the larger portion, I like this area better. We'll just pull this stuff out. TP, I don't need to explain why I have that. Bug guard. It's sunscreen and bug spray. I have my Jackery phone charger and cord from a phone, 12,000 mAh. This thing works great. You can actually, I'm not going to do a review of this here, but you can actually, has two charging ports. One is 1 amp and the other one is 2.1 amps. Also has a light on it too. I don't know if you can pick that up, but this thing works great. It's a little heavy and maybe not something you want to pack, but I was on a camping trip, so I took it with me. This thing is pretty neat. It's a Climate Pillow X. It's just a small inflatable pillow. Sometimes when I go hiking in your destination, you end up on a large flat rock beside a stream or something, and you just want to kick back and chill. I use this, blow it up, and I got a little pillow. I don't have to put my head on the rocks. Also, paracord, some dental flossers, old school. You don't see stuff like this anymore. Old school Gerber, made in the USA. Probably the only one thing in here that is. Poncho, just in case it rains. I've had this thing for a number of years and never used it. I carry it every time I go, just in case. I guess you could make that into a shelter if you had to. Had a whistle. Key ring. that's about it in there. Okay, what I'm going to show you is inside of this portion. Inside is yellow. Unzip it all the way. It's yellow, so the contrast in colors is nice. When you drop something down in there, you can see it. You know, if I were to drop this black flashlight in the other portion, it's black, it all kind of blends together. This yellow part, you can see what you're messing with. It has two sides in here, or it's divided with a real thin neoprene divider. It's not much padding at all. I wouldn't. It does have outside padding, so you could put a tablet in here, but I would make sure it's in some sort of case. Then you also have like this thing kind of looks like a miniature bank bag inside. It's yellow, has a zipper. This would be where you would put other things that you would want to be able to get to, where you don't have to dig around in the bag. You still have to dig around in this small pouch. Again, Mountainsmith, if you're going to make an improvement, put some little pockets in here that pen holders and, you know, little things that hold things this size. Maxpedition does very well at that, but I didn't want a Maxpedition bag. And I want to say the depth on this thing was like 5.5 inches, 11.5 inches in length, and 10 inches tall, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that. It has the double handles on top, so you can carry this thing kind of like a briefcase, if you will. Back here, where the lumbar pad is, there's a pocket there too that you could stick something in. Depending on how you're carrying it. It does come with a, do I have it on here? It does come with a shoulder strap, which I like a lot. You can carry this like straps are getting all mixed up. You can tuck the waistband or waist belt part in here, and you can carry this like a messenger bag, which is really cool to me. You can kind of, let me get up and show you how this thing will carry. Let's zip it all up. You can throw it over your shoulder, carry it like a messenger bag, which is really neat. One of the the neat feature here is this shoulder pad. It's not attached to the strap here, so when you move the bag, the padding stays put here on your shoulder. So if you need it to get to something, the pad stays still. You know, I am in law enforcement, so there are times that I carry things in here that pertain to law enforcement. I'm not necessarily a guy that carries a concealed carry pistol in my bag. As a law enforcement officer, I usually carry on my person. That's what I've been trained to do. I have not been trained to carry a gun in a bag, so I try to carry it the way that I've been trained to. Not to say that you couldn't carry it in here. I have done that in the past, not in this bag. I have a 511 backpack and a shoulder bag of some sort. I'm not exactly sure what you call it. And I have had Maxpedition stuff in the past, but you know, when I'm out in the public and I see somebody carrying a Maxpedition bag, that screams to me that guy's got a gun on. And it doesn't bother me. I believe in legal, as long as you have a concealed carry permit, or I believe in carrying a pistol for your protection. So it doesn't bother me, but I don't want to draw any attention to the public that I may be carrying a gun for my own personal reasons. So you could definitely carry one in here if you wanted to. You know, you'd have to figure out the best way to do that. One thing that I will always say about carrying a gun in a bag is that it needs to be in a holster. Recently, I saw on the news, and I don't remember who it was, but there was an athlete that was carrying unholstered pistol in a duffel bag, I believe it was, and it went off, and he died as a result of that injury. So never carry a gun in a bag that's not in a holster, because you know, things floating around in there, you know, that can get into that trigger or something, and the gun goes off and it's unsafe, not only for yourself but those around you. So if you're going to carry a gun in a bag, always make sure it's in a holster or something that's designed to protect it while you're carrying it. I know Maxpedition has like a Velcro loop that protects the trigger guard. You know, I prefer a holster. This bag is great. Okay, again, you can take off. Enough about the gun stuff. I get kind of on a high horse about that. Again, I do believe in carrying guns, but legally and safely. The shoulder strap here comes with it, and it completely comes off, so you can just take it off and stick it down in the bag. And as you can see here on the back, it does have like a foam area here that's going to breathe some. You know, if you're wearing it like a lumbar pack, then you won't have any worries about it. Not to say you're not going to sweat, but you know, it'll get some ventilation anyways. It's a very nice bag. One last thing here on the bottom, try to show you these loops where you can carry like a, I don't know if you could come up with like a bedroll that was that small. It had to be something really lightweight and compact to fit under there. Or you could, you know, roll up a jacket. I guess you could roll up like a small blanket or something, you know, like one of those old, we used to call them drug rugs, the Mexican looking blankets. You could fit one of those under there, and it cinches down there also. On this cordage here, it does have some very small reflective bits there in the rope, and as you can see, it's expandable, it stretches. And I have not tested this. I did hike with this up to Crabtree Falls in Virginia, up near Stanton, and it worked great. I didn't have any problems. It was comfortable, you know, and that was only a couple hours worth of hiking. And I wouldn't recommend this thing for much more than that. Day hikes, yes. If you're going to do more than that, then you need a larger pack. You only fit so much in here. All this stuff that I have in here, it was not packed full. So it does have plenty of room for the right purpose. I'll shove all this stuff down in here. Stuff like this poncho that, again, I've taken it bunches of times. I've never used it. When I'm hiking, you know, if it starts sprinkling, then most of the time that feels good to me. I don't want to cover it up. I don't want to not get it on me. I like getting cooled off some. So we stick all this stuff back in here. I really don't have any rhyme or reason as to how it goes in here. It all kind of falls together anyways. The only thing I do is this little pouch part. I put the little small things in. Never forget the TP. If you do, you'll only do that one time. As you can see, all this stuff fits in here. Oh yeah, my whistle. You never know when you're going to need a whistle. You know, you do a lot of hiking. If you get off the trail for whatever reason, go to use a restroom, always do it off the trail. Don't do it on the trail. And you know, if you fall, you break a bone or something, you're off the trail, you may need something like this whistle to signal to others. I'm somewhat disabled. I have ankle injury, so you know, I carry this thing. It's smart to have a whistle with you at all times when you're hiking. And a lot of people would claim that you need a whistle with you. If you're going to carry a pack, it doesn't take up much space. Carry the whistle. You never know when you might need it. Women, you know, could use a whistle to if someone was attacking them. Same thing with men, not just women. But it is getting a little full. May have misspoke, but you could definitely fit some more things in there. I barely have anything in there. So, anyways, this is the Mountainsmith Tour Pack TLS. Go buy one. These things are great. you.